Take me in, tender woman, take me in for heaven's sake. Take me in, tender woman. Saw the snake, saw the snake, saw the snake. Come on in, you pretty snake, come on in. Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much.
So this evening I've got a really great gig for a company, a Spanish company that obviously come to Manchester, and it's right on my doorstep, and they booked myself and my big band this evening for an hour and 10-minute concert to entertain them really, so it should be great. I've got a great band tonight, I've got some fantastic players. My name's Paul Pashley, I'm from Sheffield in England, and I sing big band, swing, jazz, crossover, stuff from the American Songbook, Gershwin, Cole Porter, and also obviously I sing modern contemporary material as well. I take inspiration from people that have great drive and ambition. I was looking musically who inspires me. Then obviously, you know, you've got Old Blue Eyes, Sinatra.
Is your figure less than Greek? Is your mouth a little weak? When you open it to speak, are you smart?
Billie Holiday, Bobby Darin, Ella Fitzgerald, Dean Martin, of course, Sammy Davis Jr., up to modern day, obviously Michael Bublé, Jamie Cullum, Peter Cincotti. People of any talent really can inspire me, and it makes me strive to further what I do and where I want to go, and it's the added push, you know, you can always do better.
The last bus home, but I asked you for a dance. Now we go steady to the pictures. I always get chocolate stains on my pants. And my father, he's going crazy.
Sheffield has always been quite an industrial city, more probably in the past than it is now. But I just think that the city that I grew up has developed me into who I am. I've got massive ambition and massive drive to do what I do, and the city itself is very hard working. You know, the people in Sheffield are great, the salt of the earth, so genuine. And there's a lot of people that, you know, have great work ethic. I've been able to perform all over the world really, from Italy, Spain, Malta, France. Again, all building for a performer to experience, you know, different people, the way they react differently, you know. For instance, I was in Scandinavia. I was singing, performing through just before dinner, just about 2 songs. Then I was going to go on and do a show afterwards. And as I started singing, everybody's dinner was coming out as I was singing. And I remember them just putting the forks down, looking at the stage, and getting the partner I'm going to dance and leaving the food. Whereas sometimes in England, you know, they're never going to leave the food, and I wouldn't expect them to leave the food. But that was just quite an interesting experience for me to see how different people from different countries react differently to music.
To you. is more than just a game for two.
Wonderful show tonight. I'm really excited about what he made with our youngsters. He made them engaged and they were dancing together on the stage.
Paul, you were tremendous, fabulous. You did the show so well.
For me and you.
I played for Wayne Mooney at his wedding and Colleen over in Italy. Very lucky enough to do that, obviously, and be asked specifically to do that. Ronnie O'Sullivan and the snooker players at the recent championships in Sheffield. I was also lucky within football to do the Player of the Year awards for Birmingham City, Manchester United, Sheffield Wednesday. An amazing gig in Malta last year where it was open air and the gentleman had got the castle, and he basically wanted to get married in Malta, so that was what he was going to do, and he was going to get married at the castle, and he was going to light the castle up as well. And we had about a minute and a half of fireworks after the event, which was amazing. You know, we finished a great set, sang my song Muchachita, very Latin influenced song, and they all got up and danced away, and then as soon as we finished the song the fireworks went off, and it was absolutely incredible, really. And I think not only did the wedding and we see it, but I think the whole island actually heard and saw the fireworks as well.
Señorita, in your eyes I see passion.
Interesting about the genre is the fact that I'll give you an example. I was at an event a few months ago and I was performing with a trio, and a lady saw me with the trio from a big company and wanted to book the band, but she said to me, you know, we don't know if your band's big enough. And it's really interesting because, you know, my band is from a trio all the way up to a 17-piece big band. So, you know, you have a trio for maybe intimate events, a quartet, piano, bass, drums and a sax, you know, give a little bit of tint with the brass, 6-piece, which is more or less you know, a great band for corporate event, really, because it's piano, bass, drums, alto, tenor and trumpet, and then there's piano, bass, drums, alto, tenor, trumpet and guitar, so there's a 7-piece band and me on top of all these, obviously. And then there's a 13-piece band, which is quite a small big band, and there's a 17-piece band, which is obviously the big band. So I have different size bands. My family's always been really supportive, as have my friends as well. You know, they possibly think I'm a bit crazy sometimes. I'd expect that, but they've always supported me whatever I wanted to do, and it'd be nice someday to give them something back. You know, I spent 2 to 3 years going to places from Manchester like Felixstowe, and then driving back after the gig, getting back at 5 o'clock in the morning with the guys, and the next day getting up, going to Scotland, coming back the next day.
To reach the unreachable star, this is my quest, to follow the star, no matter how hopeless, no matter how far.
You'll speak to a lot of people and they'll say, yeah, I want to do this, but I'm not sure. Whereas they want to do that, so for me, they should really go for that. But I know it's not easy, and I know I'm extremely lucky enough to do what I do and to do it as a profession. But I want to go as far as I can. I want to go overseas. I definitely want to go to the States, and you know, I think it's quite interesting. It would be very interesting for me, being from England, to be dropped in the middle of America with a band, be it small or big, and I just think it's a little bit different, and maybe it's a little bit of a gimmick as well that, you know, in the industry today people look for. You know, they look for gimmicks, they look for things that are a little bit different, and what's more different than dropping a lad from Sheffield in the middle of America singing big band.
Reach the unreachable star.